Hi guys, it's a rainy day in Normandy, so my oldest daughter and I have decided to get to work on the third floor bathroom. Let me show you the space as it is now, and then we'll talk about our plans. Okay, so this is not a room that we really have worked on yet. We have done a few small things, like the mirror over the sink is new, and you may have seen that I made a curtain for the window in a previous video. I've added a rug. So that's really about all we've done. So what we're going to get to work on today is repainting the walls. So they are currently painted this green color. It's not quite mint, but kind of in that range. And the paint job is not particularly great. So you can see the cut-in lines are pretty messy. And at some point, somebody started painting the ceiling and then didn't finish. So this wall here and the ceiling coming up off of it is like a really off-white. And then you kind of hopefully see that somebody started painting a bright white here and then never finished for whatever reason. So the rest of the ceiling is a bright white. So we want to give this room a fresh coat of white paint just to kind of get things reset. And then that'll allow us to start making other decisions about how we want to decorate and use this space. Okay, so I went ahead and removed all of the crates on the wall that were acting as shelves, as well as the heated towel rack. It had already been disconnected previously, so it wasn't a big deal to take that down. And there were wall anchors in quite a few spots with both the crates and the towel rack. And so I thought we would take a minute and show you our trick for removing them, because it can be kind of easy to end up doing a lot of damage to the drywall if you don't have a technique. So here's what we do. We start by using a flathead screwdriver to gently pry up the metal tabs on all sides. Okay, and once you do that, the front of the wall anchor will kind of break off. We're not trying to remove the wall anchor entirely from the wall. Just kind of pry it back and forth until it snaps off the way you want it to. Okay, so there's the anchor. And then you'll still have, if you look closer, you'll still have the piece that's in the wall. So then it's just a matter of tapping that through the wall and letting it fall behind the drywall. And so they usually come out pretty cleanly. I'll give you a few of the ones we've done just so you can see. So at this point, they're pretty flat on the surface, and you can then just come back and fill them in with a bit of spackling. Okay, so hopefully that's a tip that you'll find helpful when you're doing your own renovations. Okay, so we've spackled all the holes that were left behind from the wall anchors, and as you can see, we now have a smooth surface that we can paint. And I thought I would show you one of the interesting differences between France and the US. So the roller on the left is a French roller, and the one on the right is an American roller. So they are a completely different size and texture, and they both work totally differently on the walls. All right, let's get started painting. Teaching a 21-year-old how to paint a wall is a frightening experience, but I think we're gonna get there. Okay, I finished painting the third floor bathroom, and I think it's looking a lot fresher. Let me show you. So just to remind you, previously we had mint green walls on 3 sides. And then the fourth wall, this one with the window, was sort of like a vanilla ice cream color. And the ceiling was white, but more of an off-white. So now I think having the ceiling and the walls painted the same color makes the room seem a lot taller. So I'm really enjoying that. Okay, and just to show you around the space, now I talked a little bit about the decor in here at the start of this video, but this mirror is one that I found at a depot vente. It's a Louis Philippe style mirror, and that If you're not familiar with a depot-vent, is basically like a consignment store, and we have one near us that we really, really like. Okay, and I showed you the rug earlier. So my trick for saving money in the bathroom on rugs, especially if you want a larger rug, is to purchase an outdoor rug instead of a bath mat. So this is actually an exterior rug, which is great because it does an excellent job of protecting the floor. And really, they're very, very affordable. So you get a pretty big rug for not very much money. Okay, and then today I had my husband hang this towel rack that I had bought back in the fall. So it's really nice to have that. We took down the heated towel rack that really wasn't working great. I was a little bit worried that it was a safety hazard, because I'll show you, there's a spot at some point where it actually burned the floor. So happy to have that out. And then the towels, what I have done is every bathroom in the house has a different color towel, which makes it really easy when they're washed to know which bathroom it goes back to, because we have 4 bathrooms across the house in the Jeet. And life is too short for a tiny towel, so I made sure that I bought bath sheets. So these are massive. And I caught them on sale back in the fall, so they were only €7 a piece, which is a bargain. So now the only thing I think this bathroom needs is some sort of cabinet for this back corner here that we could use to store extra clean towels, toilet paper, toiletries that people might forget when they're visiting, and then maybe some sort of towel ring over here for a hand towel, and possibly something to go on the wall. But trying to keep things pretty basic and easy to clean. And then you saw it probably in the previous video that I made this little curtain to cover this window because it was a bit of a privacy issue. And that was something I made out of an old vintage table runner that I had brought with us from the US. Let's see. And then the other thing that we have added back this fall, I bought this little table from H&M so that there's an easy place to have soap and shampoo and stuff next to the tub. So this overall is a fairly quick project, or as quick as painting ever is, I guess. And I think it's made a big difference. So now the only question is, which room do I want to tackle next? So some possibilities, I'm thinking about either painting the primary bathroom or the first floor bathroom, or possibly the first floor living room. So these would all be spaces that you haven't seen yet that are in need of some work. So we'll see which one we pick next. But I think this is a good way to finish out the week with a new bathroom. And definitely cannot go wrong with having a view like that straight out of the bathroom skylight. So thanks for watching. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you soon.